Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing the hand waving robot, which consists some of the same parts we used to do about the last class, the gesture controlled the gesture control motor. And the gesture control motor has a sensor included, which is the tilt sensor. If you didn't know, you could watch my video. So I remember the tilt sensor looks like this. And just a reminder, we won't be learning anything today. We are just going to be doing a hand waving robot, which is we're going to be using a big jumble of all of these pieces. It's a mess, but I'm going to be explaining you in the better way. I'm going to be showing you the build and how it's done. And a reminder that if I put the hand waving sensor here, the robot will hand wave back to me. So let's start. So the things and the particles we need is battery caps, power module, wires, the servo base, which is a very new part we will be doing. In case if you watched the smart dustbin, which included this, of course, the sensor base, which is the base of the sensor. This is the dimmer. The servo motor. This motor turns once and it goes back. I will be showing you how it works later. So now we will start the build. Without forgetting that we have the sensor. This is the tilt sensor, as you remember. And how we're going to be using is, I'm going to put it at the side. I'm going to be doing this because tilt sensor can sense tilts. So let's start. So use the battery cup to connect to power, output and input to the sensor base. So to show it very clearly, it's like this. So let's start. So first we need the power module, which is connected to the battery cap, and from the power module's output, as you can see, output 2, if it's not clear for you, output 2 to input of the sensor base. So make sure the sensor base dimmers are always at 50 as the average, or if the sensor is not working properly, you can set it to 60. Now this is the main actuator of our project today, which is the tilt sensor. So after that, we're going to be connecting the servo base. The servo base is actually based to a servo motor. It's big in size and it also has an extra wire, which is the signal wire, to send the signal, and it's usually used for sensors. So the servo base consists of the motor, which is the tube-like motors, the most mechanical gear. Then at the last, the most important part is the microcontroller. The microcontroller is the brain processing unit of this thing. It controls what should it do, and in case if you didn't know how does this work, it moves in a hand waving way, just like this. Yeah, anyways. So we're gonna see the process later. But at the last part, as we always know, we're gonna be connecting from input from servo base to the output of the sensor base. I know you may have not having a clear look, so here's one clear look for you to see. So from the battery to the power module, from the power module to the sensor base, and the sensor base is connected with the tilt sensor, and from the sensor base to the servo base, which is connected to the battery, and which is the main actuator also, number 2, which is the servo motor. So after this, we are going to be connecting the batteries later in this base. You will see. we will see the process at the next part. So let's go. Guys, as a recap, the tilt sensor senses tilts, and the servo motor has the parts are a sensor. No, it has a motor, a small tube-like motor, then a microcontroller. Which, if you wanted to see the microcontroller in real life, so this is how the microcontroller looks like, because you cannot see it inside. So it consists of this particle. Yeah, this chip. This chip is the microcontroller inside, but it's a bit linear and a bit. But as you can see properly, that it has one of these chips inside. The same chips inside. So the chips are connected to a motor. The motor is supported by a gear which rotates this. So now we will be seeing the moment we have been waiting for is the process. So now you will be seeing the hand waving robot. It won't look like a robot with moving wheels, but it can sense us. It can sense hand waves. So let's start. Basically, we're going to be. Now let me off this first. So basically, the tilt sensor senses my hand tilting. So I have to hold it so it can. This is a cut of my hand I use by cardboard sheet. So as you can see, whenever I hold my hand like this, tilt it, which is in a form of cut it. Like, okay. So guys, today we're going to be doing the moment scene you've been waiting for, the hand waving tilt scene. So this is a cut of my hand in a cardboard sheet. It's a correct measure, but what matters? So this is the tilt sensor. It senses whenever I wave my hand. Hi. So this is me waving my hand, and exactly when I wave my hand, it waves my hand. So let me explain. So sensors have 3 wires. This wire, the third wire, it has 3 wires. One of the wires, or the third wire, is the signal wire. It sends the signal to the sensor base and so on to the servo base, and from the servo base it sends it to the servo motor, which you can't see. But if I remove my hand, this is the servo motor as you've seen before. So the servo motor has a motor inside. It's a tube-like motor which is controlled by the microcontroller from the signal this sensor, the tilt sensor, sent. So now that we are done, don't forget to subscribe and like. Bye.